There's a pine marten up here somewhere. I think it's a pine marten. Where did you go? He was cruising all over here. He's up there somewhere, I think. Here's his prints. Right there. Not quite sure where he went. There's a trident tree. Well, I guess if I see him again, I'll turn the camera back on. There's the so this is a highly structured spot with a lot of little details. So you got the bend, the one behind, the one in front, right? But they have like a fork and a trident X'd at the dead center. And of course, they brought it down into the next structure. Highly structured. So here's the fungus. They use a fungus to get these to stick, but this one is literally hung up by a fungus growing on it. See if I can get through here. There's a teepee tape structure right here. So you have the this is absolutely neat. There's so many put here. Look at the one they kicked down, right? It's like the X, but they kicked it down right where the crease is. And then that ties in. See, that one goes all the way from where all those meet down there, all the way up. It's under the snow, but that'll come all the way up, probably where that bend is. I bet anything it'll tie into that. And there's quite a few placed here. Most of them come up into this point right there. Wow. Here's their little A little triangle structure with a little trident type one placed up in it. So there'll probably be seat spots here. Of course, they're not using them right now, and if they are, they're in an energy form or something. Well, guys, you can see it's snowing and windy. It's a little chilly out today. So when I first come up into this area, to the right of me, there was the high-pitched, sounds like a small bird, but it's one high-pitched kind of squeak. It's like an octave higher than that, but I heard that twice, and that was that way. And I heard that yesterday too. And yesterday I heard it 3 times as I was walking towards like drastic structures and seat spots. I heard it 3 times and movement. My clearest sighting I ever had, I heard that small bird sound, and then a lot of movement, and I got to see, I'm pretty sure it was the leader of the clan, but huge. He was big. He was, oh man, huge. And I got to see him clear. Like, he was staying back while the rest were going. He was keeping an eye on me. It was a lot like this, thicker popples, but I leaned sideways and I saw him. Here's another teepee. So, I've been into that hangout right back here. I didn't realize it was this close to the highway. I came in the other way. Wow. Look at that teepee. That's a big one. That is immaculate. I know these woods get choked out and these die, but they get structured. And there's your proof right there. That's a beauty. That's a beauty. Well, I guess I gotta pay attention for any fallen branches. Bye. So all these branches are broke and they're piled right here. There's about, I don't know, probably, I'd say probably 30, 40. Probably more like 100, I bet. And where all these are piled, they're all on top of the snow. And where all those are piled, I want to show you guys. There's absolutely seat spots here. One of them's right here. Look at the trident. Here's a seat spot here. And there's a little one right here. There's so many more branches over there piled, but so another thing I find, rather than they're structured, I just come through a spot here. I think they're eating the bugs out of behind the bark. There would be like little bugs in these. You can see the bug holes. But they're right around the time the Sasquatch come back and the structuring begins like this again. There's a drastic amount of bark that comes off these trees. And that's all on top of the snow. Here's your trident tree. Beautiful trident tree. And I know birds will peck at it, but to have this extent on every tree right here, that's more than just birds. I've been finding their structures and seat spots through here, and they are absolutely back wherever they go in the winter. There will be seat spots there probably. I think they do this too. I know the porcupines will, but I don't know. I'm gonna guess the Sasquatch probably use that sap. Here's your structuring. More seat spots. Here's beautiful structuring. Beautiful. But here's... and they're absolutely being used. And these seat spots are not big at all. Look at that structure. That's beautiful. I know, here's a seat spot right here. I'm in one right now. Let me sit in this one here, see what lines up. Because when you sit in their seat spots, things start to line up. See how they brought it into the X? Absolutely amazing. So where the X's on the branches, there's a little trident tree right there. Just like so. That's beautiful. And the one that's leaned up above is a fork. I know they're here. They're absolutely here. Thank you guys. You guys are here, huh? Look at this. So there's 2 rocks off the trail out here. I've been back down that trail like, I don't know, 4 different times, 5 different times now. And I knew there were marker rocks. And I finally decided to come in here. So the one that's bent in the background, it's an oak tree. It's what I call an entry marker. Look at that. Wow, look at that. So if you see that, you're going to be in a seat spot area not far past this. So there'll be seat spots all over in here. That is the entry marker. Here in Minnesota, about 90 to 95% of the time they do it out of a hardwood tree. Usually oak, ash. Oak and ash are the 2 main ones. Not very often. They'll use sugar maple, but not too often. There's your trident up there. Big trident. If you ever see rocks on the edge of a trail that really stand out, you'll usually find their spot up in the woods. This could get really crazy in here. Look at that. So now all this will be laid out. This is their gridding. There'll be some neat structures in here. Okay, so here's the first teepee type structure. One of them. I guess there was one right down there. Wow. Looks a little weird. Wow, it's all gridded out here. That is awesome. That is awesome. Beautiful teepee. Beautiful teepee type structure. There's another teepee type structure to the left of me. be seat spots along that, I bet. This is all laid out. One will touch the other and the other and the other. They'll do like ground teepees where they'll bring like this. See, that one comes in, that one, and that one to that central point. I heard a chipmunk or something. Look at these two laid up in there. They like to outline trees. And this is where I think there'll be a lot of seat spots in here. If I can get into it. Bowled out seats in here. Looks like a creepy face in that. Sorry. We got one leaned up in there, but look how many are on the back side of that right there. There's two leaned up in here. The trident. And then those ones leaned in. There's a seat spot right at the base of these. You can see where they sit. It's all packed down right there. Now there's quite a few seat spots here. it is really rare for them to clear it down to dirt in Minnesota. Colorado, they, you know, where Mark goes and some other people will find them, but where they're cleared to dirt. Look at this, all of that. So they'll probably set all through all this stuff. Oh, that's really deep. Everything will grid to everything else. It'll all connect. Wow, I am finding more of the hangout. Holy moly. Wow. Something ate a grouse. See, there's like a teepee type one right here. They're all laid up into the tree. Yep, this is absolutely their hangout. Look at this. You see how perfect that is, and the one kicking off, and then that all ties into the teepee type one. Beautiful. Yep. That's amazing. There's a seat spot right here. See how round it is? It's so hard to see on the screen, but it is perfectly round. You know, and I hear movement around me a lot today. Never see anything. I think I saw a couple birds, but you know, I've heard some pretty heavy movement and never come across tracks. Like, I heard something. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Guys. Wow. See the teepee type one? Oh. Okay, I'm beside myself. This is amazing. Maybe they just wanted me to look up. My goodness. Beautiful, guys. See, I got movement to the right of me. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So there's movement that way. Is that you guys? Mind your spot? That is insane. Oh, guys. Colorado Bigfoot would say field gold. He's the reason that I know structuring. Him, and he's the one I learned all the structuring from. I am forever grateful. It has changed my whole connection with the woods. And there's another person that I learned a lot from, and that was Rio. Rio, I learned foot impressions from him. I learned, you know, the heel hits hard. Look at this. Wow. The heel hits hard, so it'll leave a bowled out shape, and the big toe hits hard, and you'll find a bowled out shape a lot of times. And then you can see the whole outline. It's an asterisk. Look at that. Beautiful. See, you know, it's like there's movement everywhere. Like right next to me, and there's nothing there. I've had dead wind, no wind, and I've had a branch, like a quick noise, and then like a branch moving right in front of me, and there's nothing there. I've had... You guys are absolutely here, aren't you? I've had actually caught a branch fall from a tree, and it landed in the water. So I'm like on this tree, and then the next tree moves, then the next tree moves, but there's nothing there. It's like they go into a... I hear you guys. It's okay. It's like there's a high-pitched, like, whistle. Movement everywhere. There it is again. It sounds like a dog whistle almost. Really high-pitched. Wow. Maybe it's one of their little bird buddies. They do that. That whistle like that. I heard that same high-pitched whistle when I had the clear sighting of my life. And it was like a warning to the others. Or look at this. Look at this. Why? Wow. Absolutely beautiful, guys. I do think that... Oh, there's a grouse. Scared me. Trident. I absolutely think, you know, I'm almost certain they have bird buddies or like animals they're real close with. You know, and I know I heard, you know, the movement. That wasn't just that grouse. There was movements, other spots. I had that a lot today where branches will move and there's no wind. Look at this. Every single one of these are right here to make this structure. It's like a ground glyph. And that'll all tie into their bigger structure and somehow. See, it goes up, ties into that, ties into that. So, you know, that'll tie into that tree. It'll just keep going. What is this? Sometimes I'll hit areas where there's a seat spot right there. Sometimes I'll hit areas where there'd be like a perfect X, and then the ground sounds hollow right below it. Here's your the ones with the eyeballs, root systems. This one looks like this one almost looks like a bear on its back. So, right under here, it's all packed down, right? Then you got a lot of sticks that are structured, and then you have the hole that's structured with sticks over it. Look at this one. They X'd it. Well, it's going to be dark soon. Trident tree. There's a hole into it down there. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I really don't know how they put up with us, I think. You know, I try to be careful, but there's points where I can't. You know, sometimes I just can't get through an area without breaking a few things. But loggers and hunters driving four-wheelers into the woods and running over all their stuff. There's a trail right here. Up into there. You know, they spend a lot of time on things, and they don't go killing off humans. I'd be dead 100 times over, you know, before I knew what their structures were and stuff. I've been through the woods on a four-wheeler and running over a bunch of dead stuff without even thinking about it, and come to realize that it was Sasquatch stuff. And then you actually pay attention and you see the beauty of it, and it's amazing. Well, guys, thanks for watching. Bye. This place is amazing. Look at this. And the trident. Crazy beautiful. Look at this. This comes into like a teepee type structure. The break under it with the X. Wow. Wow, wow. Craziness. Oh, this place is amazing. Amazing, guys. I can see the seat spot here. I think. So, you know, these will probably be the bigger beings. Just looks more like the bigger beings hang out. I guess I'll know when I can absolutely see their seat spots. Beautiful. Look at that bend. Holy moly. Right in the top there, looks really dark. Looks like a nest almost in there. Crazy. Kind of looks like a dog man. This root system. Well, guys, I think there's one more up here I want to show you guys. fell over. Isn't that neat? Put these two at the same point, or close to it. There you go. Just like a so. Oops, and then I broke the branch behind me. Isn't that pretty? There's a little bird up here. What you doing, bud? Wow. Well, guys, bye. So this is absolutely super neat. So, okay, so when that one hits perfectly, and then this one and that one outline, I mean, these trees, all these trees are perfectly within this X. And then it goes all the way up to that one. It's like one big structure. Look at that. Wow. Absolutely amazing. to go. I think that's how it's supposed to go. Something like that. You see how it's outlining a lot of trees? There's a big bird of some sort flying over there. Trumpeter swans. Here he comes. Wow. Amazing. Oh, that's deep. Okay, I didn't go very far, but absolutely used seat spot right there. Right, and then fresh structure. And look, they laid it all up over this. And here's your little triangle structure. That'll all tie back into their structure. Right, these are broke off. And it's on a trident. They laid it all up into a trident. That's a trident right here. There's a seat spot under there. There's a little seat spot right there. Absolutely just used. Wow. You guys are absolutely here, aren't you? They're here, guys. And if it's not a being, they will do it for even rabbits, you know. They interact. If you ever go into a Sasquatch hangout place, like here in Minnesota anyways, you will find little structures that rabbits will be in, or I found a seat spot with a tiny little teepee type structure, and a little woodland frog pops his head out like it's the friendliest thing ever. So I absolutely think these beings have a very close interaction with all animals in the woods. My cat goes into where there's seat spots and structures off my yard. Doesn't ever freak out, you know, and I know they're in there. And they know I know. There's a little bird up here somewhere. There he is. Ooh. See, now this is a little woodpecker. And not all these beings out here are like giant Sasquatch. There is, most of the seat spots I'll find are, the biggest ones are like hand size. Maybe a little bigger than my hand. Like where their butts sit. Trident type tree. Here's an awesome, I wish these would show up, an awesome footprint. I wish those would show up. It's not big. It's probably about to say, I think my foot's a little bigger. Yeah, this reminds me of another hangout I go into. Look at these, they're absolutely piled. they're piled, guys. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're piled. Here's the seat spot right here. And this is what's in front of this seat spot. Are they outlining trees? They do that a lot too. Quite a few of them. Quite a few of them. Another beautiful trident. There are so many tridents in here. Okay, so trident type 1. It's a trident. If I go that way further, you'd see it. Trident right there. Beautiful trident right between there. Another trident right there. I don't know if that's a root system or not. Uh-oh. I thought it was a jet. This is like a little hut type thing here. With, I smell them here with seat spots. Something sits there. Look at this though. They're all bent into it. Let's see what else we can find. So, more spots here. One there and one there. One broke off, freshly broke off. Looks like something sits right there. The ones off my yard, they're small. They fit through a little old farm fence, square farm fence, and they got it pried open where they step right through it, and I can see their foot impression on one side and on the other, then their seat spot. And I got to see every part of their seat spot structured throughout time. And it's really neat. So, here, I want to show you guys something cool. If I can get over there without getting wet. You see how they do these little round, like they poke their fingers in to make the eyes type things. It's like on every root system almost. And of course, it's the teepee type structure right behind it. I think it's supposed to be like that. Something like that anyways. Okay, my videos are getting too long, I guess. Wow. See that perfect round circle? Boy, that's awesome. There is a massive timber wolf in the area. I was in here like 2 days ago, and maybe 3 days. I ended up walking like 2 hours down this trail to a lake, and then I didn't realize I lost my phone, and walked almost all the way back out to my truck and realized my phone was gone, so I had to hike all the way back in, and I finally found it. And then well, today I got timber wolf tracks. And they're like the size of my hand. They're freaking huge. That's amazing. Oh, falling through the snow today. I mean, for how, oh man, that goes way back in there. That goes way back in. Look how perfect that circle is, though. You know, and I'm to the point where I've seen enough root systems made to look like them or other beings. Or like one of the last ones I took, it looks like a dragon with dragon wing, you know, like going up and above with a hole like that. And it kind of looks like that, except I don't know if it's like a dragon standing behind the head of something. I don't know. But this, I could climb in here. That's big enough for me to fit in. I wouldn't mind seeing that timber wolf. I have a machete. I don't intend on using it on anything unless I get attacked. And then I will protect myself. But other than that, I've seen plenty of timber wolves. Now, it looks like the head of something, you know, that's something coming out of its mouth, or all I know is that is either way, if it's nothing, it's still beautiful. But I've seen it enough over the years. They absolutely structure around these, and they will create like artistic work out of them. I absolutely think they are back. Where will they go in the winter? I am starting to see structuring happen again, like new breaks and all that type of stuff. This looks like the witch lady right here. Like I've seen that depiction. Hey, it's a broomstick. I don't know. Some things you see how like the eyes are always seem to be in the right spot. It's like they're riding on top of a being of some sort. Do you think it has an eyeball? Kinda. Maybe it's... There you go. There's like... No, from this spot it looks kind of like a horse. But right here there's an eyeball. I do like to look through these holes to see if there's something behind it they were looking at. Look at that ice, wow. That'd be funny if I looked through the hole and something was looking back at me. Doesn't it look like a couple beings or witches riding on something? With a broomstick? Maybe I'm seeing things. This side's really neat too. Really cool. Well, guys, here's your triangle. There's a brand new break over there. I am getting a lot of smells out in the woods today. Here's your triangle. Oh, wow. Of course. Of course. And there's brand new breaks right here. Where did I see that? Right here. Brand new. Or really new. And it's underneath an old one. You see how it's underneath? One that's growing into the moss. It's like shoved in and under. They gotta be back. Wow. That's a wow wow. Oh, this is even getting. Look at these sticks. There is like probably 10 of them piled right here. But then check this out. Look at that. You got the triangled one, which comes into the sticks. And there's a little seat spot right here. You can see where it's packed down and kind of clear. Right there. And then right up by that tree, there's a clear spot. And then right there by that tree. Triangle structure. This is all structured. Holy moly. This don't show up too well, but they cross a bunch of certain points. Then we have probably where that seat spot is right there. This one that's angled, it's probably meant for the center of that. Oh, try not to mess up. Now look at this way of it. See, they got the teepee type structure right there. See how it goes into the X. Wonder if they got a seat spot over here further. It's wet, I can't really. Trying to get that to line up dead center because I think that's how it's supposed to be, maybe. Maybe, maybe not. That is nuts. It's crazy how the wind will pile. snow. Not crazy. Their lineup points. Once again, a bunch of sticks piled. And it's tied all the way up into the tree here. I wonder if that one's supposed to touch the top of that one, or vice versa. I think one of the ways is like that right there. It's so wet here. Still makes the asterisk. Can you see how it fits like a puzzle piece at the top of that one? Right there. Ooh, that's a beautiful trident. And then the structure behind it. Holy moly. I'm trying to get that to show up. See if I can get around here. There's a beautiful symmetrical X over there. So you gotta, let's see, there's a teepee right here, teepee type structure. And they actually all come into that same point. And then you have that. Trying to find the lineup points. There's a little orange flag back here. Bet you all these will come together. I always look for their seat spots, which here's a bunch. Probably about 20 different sticks here, and then they're structured. So there'll be a seat spot right here probably. Well, guys, yeah, I want to show you guys this up here. right there. An absolute structure, but there's an orange flag by it. I don't know if the beings out here put that flag there or if the DNR marked it. Maybe it was weird to them. Bunch more sticks placed and structured. I absolutely smell them here. Like strong. Trident. There you go. So there's an orange flag, but it's an absolutely amazing, amazing structure. Wow. Trident. This one right here is a trident. A trident. All these sticks, right? Just a pile of them. So, are they sitting right on top of these? I hope that picked up. It's the owl. It's the owl sound. It's okay, guys. So now, you see all the bark's peeled off to make a dark spot right in the center of the X? Or there'll be like a moss growing spot. So I get that. I don't think they're always woodpeckers. If you ever hear like a gorilla, they bang on their chests, it makes that same type of popping noise. Like that. It's like it sounds like that. And right where that owl sound came from, that came from. I'm gonna guess these beings, seat spot, drastically used. They're here. Here's a footprint. The front part of their foot right here. I can see where it's pressed in. But the reason that they would put that there would be because they know that people would question this, as like it's not normal. So maybe they put that there, and then people that do come and see this thinks that a human did it, and they didn't. And if they did, well, then they're out here marking structures. To try to keep track of what these guys do out here, which could be a possibility. I can't explain. There's a seat spot here, but there's a seat spot right here. So it turns into a teepee type structure with an absolutely beautiful trident, symmetrical X into the X into the X, perfect cross within it, and the trident. Beautiful, guys. I don't care what people think if I talk to them, because I know they're here. I know they're here. I know their structures. I know they're super intelligent. There's another flag over here, and another one, and another one. A lot of, here's some new, yeah, they're here. These are brand new brakes. You guys are here, huh? That's her structure. Another fork. They're here. Here's a seat spot. There's a hole, and it's covered that goes down in there. You guys go down in that? This looks like a human. So, absolute seat spot, right? Look at fresh, fresh. It looks like a human. Look at this. Or a being laying down. Found a deer horn in a seat spot the other day. When I first started Sasquatching, my stepbrother found a deer horn in one seat spot and a deer horn in the other, another, not too far. So, I don't know, you know, I absolutely know they'll take human things and put them in structured spots that humans would question. So then they think it's a human structure or something. But that, to me, is a bowled out seat spot. And right in front of this is the trident. And the symmetrical X. And the asterisk. Beautiful asterisk. And right in this seat spot, that lines up to make that. I hear movement around me. I hear you guys. So I have found this. This is an absolute hangout in here. There's that knocking again. So, there's an absolutely used seat spot. So I found this. The first time I ever figured this out, it was in another swamp kind of like this. I hear a lot of movement. These holes that go down and in, they will take, there's a pile of sticks here all over, and they structure on top of it. And it'll be in that spot, you know. It's like they're covering that whole seat spot. another seat spot. So you can see where they step here. And another seat spot. They're sitting here. The snow's all melted under it. There's snow underneath all this bark. It's an absolute seat spot. Let's see what this guy sees. No way, really? I didn't see that coming. Beautiful. These beings are free of our system. Our system is entrapment. Entrapment here is an absolutely amazing heel. It's beautiful. It's bold out. You can see the arch and this part. You can't see the rest of it. I'm going to shut the video off so you guys don't get too bored. Bye. So there will be multiple lineup points for the structure. And it all depends on, a lot of it depends on where their seat spots are. Which are a little hard to find this time of year. crazy how much, like, these root systems, they'll have face recognition come on quite often. Sorry for the bumpy video. I keep sinking into the snow today. That one's really cool. See, now this one looks like one of those, oh, I don't know, like a buffalo or a horse, like that other one I found. There's like an eyeball right there, but there you go. I'm having a really hard time walking. Oh. Started out with snow today, and now it's raining out a little bit. Oh, that's how deep the snow is. If I can get back out of it. I guess my foot went right into water. I'm in a tamarack, or let's see. Yeah, it's a tamarack swamp. Not a lot of people come in here at all. I bet you it's years on end before somebody would walk through here. Wow. Well, guys, see you later.